What is up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. So in today's video, guys, wanted to talk about some adjustments here that I'm making to the beginner's farming guide. A lot of things have changed over the past couple months, and wanted to kind of just go over those things. There's some characters that are now available that were not available before, and some strategies that we're now implementing that we did not do before because we thought that the previous way was better, right? So that's a good thing, right? We're doing the beginner series right now, and we're kind of going through the beginner's farmer guide I did at the very beginning of the part of the year, and I'm realizing that there's some adjustments that need to be made. So we're going to be talking about some of that here. Let's actually dive over into the beginner account right now, and I'm currently in the Blitz store at the moment. And one of those changes that I want to make, well, first and foremost, why am I making these changes, right? Electro is now available in the Blitz store. Also, Swarm is now available in the Arena store. But for the Blitz store specifically, we were targeting going after one of these Sinister Six characters, which was Rhino. And I recommended, listen, go target farm Rhino. We want to get the Sinister Six seam so that we can use them to unlock Invisible Woman and also unlock Shuri. Two good legendaries in the game that I definitely think have pretty good value, as far as where I'm concerned. Shuri, obviously, for a lot of your raid stuff, and she's also used in Dark Dimension 3. I definitely use her in Dark Dimension 3 on my main account. And then Invisible Woman right now, I think is going to have a little bit more viability, especially with the new rumored character that might be coming to Marvel Strike Force here. So definitely, I think Invisible Woman's stock is rising, where that's concerned. And also a lot of people are using her right now in Dark Dimension 4 as well. So figure that it's actually a good thing that you're going after Sinister Six. I recommend going after Sinister Six as your first team. But yes, we were farming Rhino in the Blitz store, target farming Rhino, using our 500 credits to go after him. Then, Electro got added to this store here, and it kind of prompted me to think about a few different things, right? I realized that the value is actually higher not to target farm any character in the Blitz store, but to go after opening up these Blitz orbs. So that's one of the first things that we're going to recommend here, is going after opening up these Blitz orbs as opposed to target farming characters in the Blitz store. There's a lot of value here. Number one, it costs less, 350 as opposed to 500. And yes, what the trade-off is that you're not going to be able to specifically target farm the characters that I guess you would like to target farm, right? Making sure that you're landing those 5 shards for Rhino or 5 shards for Electro. You're probably going to get some minions every now and again, but the point here is that you're going to be able to get higher value because you're going to be able to land other characters that you're going to need eventually to unlock future legendaries, like Ant-Man for Jubilee, using Toad or getting Toad to be able to unlock Magneto. And yes, Rhino and also Electro as well, and a few other characters that I think are pretty good here too. Crossbones now has a little bit more value, being a part of that Zemo Hydra team that's very good in war. So definitely for me, like I said, I think that you're going to have a lot more value going after opening up these Blitz orbs. You're also going to be getting a chance at landing an orb exclusive character in Domino, who you can use as well to unlock Doc Ock later on too as well, and really fill out that Sinister Six team that you're currently probably using already right now as a beginner player. The next portion of it too, we're actually the same thing. We're implementing orbs as well for the raid store. If you don't know, we're going to talk about the raid store a little bit more later, but for the raid store, we're also implementing orbs as well, opening up orbs there. Now for the arena store, we're making an adjustment here. I previously said let's go after Vulture, but now we're switching things up and we're going to be going after Swarm exclusively. And I know you're probably asking the question, well, why not still go after Vulture? Vulture has more value earlier on, better than Swarm, I think, as an individual character, right? Absolutely agree with you, but it's about efficiency. And I think Swarm is a little bit more efficient, long term, just not over investing, overusing your arena credits. You want to get to Swarm, farm him, and then you eventually want to move on to characters like Juggernaut, who you're going to need for your Mystic Villains portion, or even in the Villains campaign, and also even your Mystic campaign, you can also use Juggernaut there as well. You have Blob, who you're going to want to use to be able to unlock Magneto eventually, and then also Mordo, who you're going to want to eventually use to unlock Phoenix as well, and also use and at least unlock so that you can get to your Mystic campaign and also your Cosmic campaign, because it's kind of hard in the beginning to get some of these cosmic characters. So now I definitely would recommend, after you're done with Swarm, if you're ready to do the Cosmic campaign, spend some credits here, divert, unlock Mordo, and then go back to probably farming, Juggernaut, and then going after Blob after, and then eventually rolling back around to Mordo again. Or you can choose to roll over the Crystal, but let's not overcomplicate it. The point is, primarily for the Sinister Six team, I am going to recommend going after Swarm. They're going after Vulture. The charges aren't really that big of an issue, in my opinion. If the battle goes past 4 turns with the Sinister Six team anyways, it's not going well for the Sinister Six team, in my opinion. So going after Swarm is definitely better, I think, long-term investment, so that once you get Doc Ock, you are going to be Gucci, with that team that's already ready to be used, with your Doc Ock here. Now for your raid store, this is another big change today. Just happened, right? The Zemo is now available in the raid store. So obviously you have the opportunity here of farming him directly, with 1400 raid credits. But I'm going to recommend again, you go after those raid orbs. Yes, you are not going to have control over what shards you get, but in the long run, you're going to get more shards by only spending 900 credits, 7 shards as opposed to 5 shards. Or is it in the left pillar you get 2, right pillar you get 2, and then in the middle you get 5. So it's 9 shards as opposed to only getting 5 shards by target farming, and you're spending more credits in order to be able to do so. And the store is super RNG, man. So you might not even see Zemo for days, bro. So that's another reason why I definitely recommend opening up some raid orbs, because I feel like even then you probably have a higher probability of actually landing some Zemo shards. But Zemo coming to the raid store definitely changes the new player meta, in my opinion. Zemo is such a phenomenal character, man. I think he's really, really good. I think for earlier players, if you can unlock him, you have an opportunity here to do well in some other areas in the game. What if you get him early enough to where you can use him for your earlier villains campaign? If you're entering into war already, you're getting into an alliance that's doing war, you have Zemo, you can build a little mishmash team around him, and you have a war team that you can use. War is not incredibly important earlier on, but when you're definitely going to want to eventually build out some war tunes, you kind of just put together teams that you have for campaigns and use them for war, in the early part until you kind of get Ultron, and you kind of start to build out some war teams. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's talk about specifically the Zemo Impact. And the Zemo Impact for me really is when you get to that villains campaign. Once you get to level 70, and you have an opportunity here to do Villains Chapter 7. And that's a very important campaign because Hela is in Villains 7-6, right? So you're going to eventually want to be able to get there, but there is a roadblock first before you get there. And that is 7-1, 7-2, and 7-3, in that Villains campaign. You have your AIM team that you can use. And that was what I recommended before, is a team that you can use. 120K to 150K can get it done with some ISOs, right? But now I'm saying, nah. Scratch that. You don't even need the AIM team anymore. You actually can use Zemo and a hybrid Sinister Six team in order for you to be able to get that done. Zemo is going to feed in those nodes. He's going to do very, very, very well again because there's a lot of minions there, and Zemo just feeds on minions, man. He eats minions for breakfast. Yeah, that was a bit much. I agree. But yeah, the point is that he does very well, against villains, and that's primarily what you're going to see in those nodes 7-1, 7-2, and 7-3. Also want to recommend that for your Hero 7, you're going to also need to complete Hero 7-1. So get to level 70. You're going to need to complete Hero 7-1. Don't need to 3-star, but at least complete Hero 7-1 first before you can even access Villain 7-1. And I wanted to mention that because right now the White Tiger event is going on. So check out and try to see if you can unlock White Tiger because she's a Hero City character. You need Hero City characters for Hero 7, so she's a Hero City character. Moon Knight is probably going to be released in a somewhat favorable way. I think he potentially might be a Blitz milestone character. I don't know. I'm just guessing, speculating, but those are some characters here that you have available once you get to level 7 that you can use. If you get Miss Marvel, if you get lucky with Symbiote Spider-Man, all the better, right? But those are some options. I just wanted to kind of just throw that in there because people are always asking for options for, you know, for Hero 7-1 as well. But yes, Zemo is definitely going to be impactful in that particular area there. The Hero Villain 7-1, 2, and 3. Recommended hybrid team that you could probably use for Villain 7, you know, 1, 2, and 3 there. And also remember, you don't need to 3-star. You just need to beat those nodes, but you definitely will probably be able to 3-star it with Zemo. This will be honest with you. But you don't have to 3-star it. Recommended team, I would probably go Zemo, then Rhino, then Mysterio, Electro, and probably throw in maybe another Hydra character that I think would be very helpful, a healer and Hydra scientist. I think he's very valuable. I think he's a very valuable character. Also a character that you can get by opening up Blitz orbs. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to stress that again, right? But yes, definitely for me, Zemo, very impactful where that is concerned. You're getting a good character that you can obviously use to do some other content. I think maybe even Arena. If you put Zemo with like Wave 1 Avengers, you know, for your Arena, you probably can wreck some nerds, man, you know, when it comes to that too. So just kind of keep that in mind here. So that's kind of it for me, guys. I think I just wanted to kind of just give that quick update here. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Hopefully that was really helpful for you here. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Catch me live on Twitch. The links are down below. I'm actually going to be sharing that beginner's farming guide, and I'm also going to be sharing the White Tiger event. You know, so I did a video today or yesterday on, you know, information about, you know, how to get the most shards or 3, 4-star, 5-star White Tiger. You know, yes, you're going to need to spend some cores, but I'm going to share that, leave that down in the description as well, just so that you guys can utilize those resources here. But appreciate you guys much. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe.